Hello and Assalamualaikum everyone, I'm Shazwana. So today we're going to learn on how to create a simple 2D design logo using the software of Adobe Illustrator with some useful tools and simple tricks. So I really hope you will enjoy this process of doing this together, and feel free to change anything that you like to change, such as the colors, the types of font use, or anything that you would like to change. So let's go. Open your Illustrator file, and then this thing will be pop up in your screen. And then for this time we're going to use a custom artboard, and then you just need to write 1450 pixels for the width and also for the height. And then the artboard is 1, and the color mode that we'll be going to use today is RGB, since we are not going to print it out. Okay, and then click create. Okay, once the artboard appeared, drag in this file as a reference, right? And then you just need to click shift while drag it in to resize it for a smaller size, right? And then lock it. So next step is that we're going to create a guideline for us to create this shape. So how can we make a guide? Alright, now click this rectangle tool. This is a shape tool, okay? There's a rectangle, ellipse, polygon. So we're going to pick rectangle tool first. And then while you are dragging, okay, just click shift to ensure that the size will not changes in width and height. So click shift and then control it with your mouse. And then click align to make it the square at the center. You just need to make sure it's aligned to artboard, and then click horizontal align center and also vertical align center. Okay, once you have the square shape, we need to create a circle shape. So click it here and then go to ellipse tool, and then click shift while you left click on the mouse, and then ta-da. Okay, since the C will have like 1, 2, 3 shape of circle, so we just need to duplicate the ellipse layer. Click it here and then drag the ellipse layer to create a new layer. Make it twice, right? So the second one is going to be a little bit smaller. Click shift alternate. Okay, shift alternate together. Okay, just make it a little bit smaller. And then for the third one, we're going to make it more smaller. Alright, so I think that's enough. And then what else do we need? We need a line between these. Okay, so go to the pen tool to make a line, and then click here once, and then click shift, click it again. Alright, we got one line. Then once more, do it the same, but make it horizontal line. So click once and then click shift, click it in. Okay, this is not center yet, so click on this path, both paths, click shift, and then click the target, and then go to the align, horizontal align center and vertical align center. There you go. We already have a guidelines, but we need to click here and then right click to it and then make guides. So this is gonna be our guidelines to create this C logo. Alright, so you just need to click here and rename it to guide. Once you have a guide, we can create a C logo. Create a new layer and then rename it to C logo. Alright, so first and foremost, we're going to create this C shape. Okay, so how are we going to do that? We just need to create an ellipse. For the outer line first, just need to create. Click shift while you right click and move it. Alright, and then make sure everything is aligned to center. Okay, every time you do a shape, make sure it aligns to center. As you can see here, it's not that sharp, so we can always adjust it by using this selection tool. And then if you want to resize it, make sure to click shift alternate and resize it. Okay, now we got a perfect, not so perfect, but I think that's good. Alright, or maybe we can make it again. Alright, I think we should make it smaller then. There you go. And then we're going to create the smaller part of this, the smaller part of circle. Alright, expand this, and then you can duplicate this ellipse and then resize it, shift alternate, resize it to the smaller part. Okay, and then as you can see here, there's another part at the center of it, so duplicate another one. And resize it, shift alternate. Wait, yeah, it's actually there, but we cannot see it since it has a fill. So just click on this C logo, click all, okay, and then for the fill, make sure it is none. There you go. So we have these 3 circle shapes, and then to create this angle, alright, how can we remove that? So we're going to create a line using this pen tool by clicking at this point to the center and then to this point. Alright, once you have this, create it, click it all, and then we're going to use this shape builder tool. Okay, you can click it here or you can just click shift M. Right, and then this is a plus sign. If you want to create another shape, you can just click on this, but we don't want to do that. We want to remove this part so we can have the C shape. Alright, so what we will do is that we will click alternate, and then click on the part that we would like to remove. There you go. So click on this V shape and then click delete. Now we have the C shape, one for the inner side and another one for the outer side. So once you got this, you can color it by using this eyedropper tool. select on this color. Okay, for the inner, you can click on this color. So we have these two colors. We are not done yet. So how can we create this, what we call this part, the front pencil? Okay, so how can we create that? Right, we will be using this pen tool. Okay, this pen tool, just click it here on this part, and then this to the center point, and to this point. To finish it, click on this point back again. You got this shape. But we don't want this color, right? So if you want to change the color, just go to the eyedropper tool, make sure this one is selected first, and then go to the eyedropper tool and click on this color. There you go. So how can we get the black part? We just need to, okay, zoom in, click this, or you can just click Z to zoom. So click on this part and then drag it to create a new layer, and then change it to black color. Then remove it to further apart. Now we only want this part, right? So select these both by clicking Shift, okay, and then Shape Builder tool or Shift M. So remove this part by clicking Alternate and then click. There you go. You got this. And then we're going to do this part, the rubber part. So how can we do that? We're going to use this pen tool again. Point to this point, and then to this point, but do not let the mouse go. I mean, just keep on clicking the left mouse while you drag this, while you adjust it. Alright, and then let it go. Click Alternate and then Shift to this point, and then alright, there you go. So this one, we're going to go to the eyedropper and then click on this. So you got this part, okay? If we want to make it like there's a curve at the end of the rubber, just click here once and then Shift. Click here once again and then drag it, okay? There you go. We got the pencil shape, okay? Now once we are done with it, just lock it, and then for the next step is that we're going to create this text, creative. So just create a new layer, make it up, and then rename it to text. Okay, how to create a text? Go to this text tool, type tool, and then just click it once. Go to the properties and change the size. Okay, you can also make it bigger by type. So for this one, I'll choose 100. and then just change to the word of creative. Okay, select it all, and I'm gonna use this cotton black. Okay, so as you can see here, we have this tracking elements here, so we can adjust it here. For this one, I'm gonna put just 200, and then I'm gonna resize it. Go to selection tool and shift, adjust it. Okay, make it down. And then we're going to create a shape for this E. Okay, since this is a text and it is like one line, right? So we need to create an outline to have that one letter. So go to the type, create outlines. And as you can see here, we have the compound part. So we're going to change the letter E. How can we do that? So go to this shape tool and click for the rectangle tool. Make it here. And then duplicate the rectangle, duplicate it twice, and then move it. So we can remove the letter E. There you go. And then this one, just click shift, left click, all together, and then alternate. Move it to here. And we can remove the letter E here. Click it, and then delete. There you go, we got this. Alright. So yeah, it's almost done, but it is not done yet. We don't have a background color yet. So create another layer. Put it to the bottom, and then go to this rectangle tool, and then create a shape by clicking shift. Okay, shift and then left click while adjusted. There you go. Go to the eyedropper tool and select on the color. Ta-da! So we don't want to have a black text. Okay, we want to make it a contour. So select on this text and then go to this fill color and change it to white. And ta-da! Okay, we can remove the guide. We don't want to have a guide here. So as you can see, it is not placed in the center part, right? So unlock the C logo and click it all. Move it up and up. Just adjust it, okay? And then we're finished. We can remove this reference by unseal this. Yay, we are done. I hope you are able to create this logo, and then if we want to save this file, we go to the file and then go to save, and then click rename it to tutorial 1 raw file. Raw file means we want to save it as an Adobe Illustrator so that we can edit it back again, and then click save, and then click OK. If you want to save it as a PNG file or maybe a JPEG file, go to File, Export, Export As, rename it to Final Product. Final product is in PNG or JPEG as you wish. Okay, and then click this Use Artboard. Why do we click Use Artboard? It's because we want to have only in this artboard. Alright, we don't want anything else on the outer artboard. Alright, so click Use Artboard and then click Export. We can choose our own resolution. I'll pick high, and then OK. We are done. That's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, please ask me in the comment below. And that's it. Have a nice day. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.